They wear the same shirt, they do not play together, and the data is brutal. Across 119 matches, Real Madrid have scored 262 goals. Mbappe and Vinicius, the two most expensive attackers on the planet, sharing a front line at the biggest club on the planet, have combined for 16 of them. 16. Out of 262. That is 6%. Mbappe has assisted Vinicius 4 times. Vinicius has assisted Mbappe 12 times. They exchange, on average, 7 passes per game. 7. There are central defenders who pass to each other more than that. And here is the truly delicious part. Real Madrid, statistically, are a better team when one of them is missing. Higher win rate, more goals scored, fewer conceded. The team plays faster, presses harder, transitions cleaner. It is like watching a band finally agree to fire the second lead singer who keeps trying to play guitar. Both players want the same thing: the ball, the left side, the final touch. Vinicius locks down the left wing, isolates defenders, beats them, creates and finishes. That is his game. Mbappe, who at PSG was the same kind of player on the same kind of wing, gets shoved into the middle, where his aerial game is weak, his back-to-goal play is allergic, and his off-ball movement to create space for others is, generously speaking, conceptual. Instead of complementing each other, they cancel each other out. 2 soloists, no band. Defensively, don't even get me started. Neither of them tracks back. Neither presses with intent. When Madrid lose the ball, the rest of the team is left to defend with what amounts to 9 men. Managers love to call this a good problem to have. Opposing teams call it dinner. Vinicius, even in this disaster of a season, still delivers. 19 goals, 10 assists, scores in the Clasico, scores in the derby, turns up in Europe. He's still that guy. Mbappe, different story. 3 La Liga goals in the last 3 months. The highest paid player in Real Madrid's history is going through stretches where Cucurella, a left back at Chelsea, has more league goals than him. 41 goals in 41 games overall. The numbers, on paper, look like a star. The eye test tells you something else. With Mbappe on the pitch, the team looks slow, disconnected, forced. Without him, somehow Madrid beat Celta 2-1, beat Manchester City 3-0, beat Elche 4-1, beat Atletico 3-2. Then he comes back and they lose to Bayern. Draw with Girona, draw with Betis, lose to Bayern again. So, the question every Madridista is whispering at 3 o'clock in the morning: is Kylian Mbappe actually making Real Madrid worse? And if he is, what on earth do you do about it? Now for Florentino's ghost. Florentino Perez has done this before, the exact same mistake, with the exact same logic, and the exact same inability to learn from it. To understand the Mbappe era, you need to understand the Beckham era. And to understand the Beckham era, you need to understand a quiet French defensive midfielder named Claude Makelele. Back in the early 2000s, Florentino's first Galacticos were the most glamorous team ever assembled. Zidane, Figo, Ronaldo, Roberto Carlos, Raul. Then he added Beckham. The shirt sold like oxygen. The brand was a religion. And in 2003, Florentino made one decision that, in retrospect, looks like the most expensive shrug in football history. He let Makelele leave. Makelele wasn't flashy. He didn't sell shirts in Tokyo. He just won the ball, started the play, gave structure to a team full of egos. He was the floor that the ceiling stood on. And when he left for Chelsea, where he proceeded to win 2 Premier Leagues and quietly invent the modern defensive midfielder role, Real Madrid's house collapsed.